It's everybody else's fault. The offensive line's fault. It was the wind. There was bad grass. It's not my fault. It's everybody else's fault. In today's video, we're going to be talking about John Morton and his press conference. Kind of explains everything here. And, you know, during his press conference, he was talking to the media and obviously the fans. And you know, this is what he said here. He was just saying, you know, how it's the offensive line's fault. It's one or two places there. The communication is good. The plays are good. It's just got to be executed on the players. Their fault. Everyone else's fault. That's whose fault it is. Not my fault. So I tried to do the meme of the Spider-Man meme. I had to remove the arms because in the Spider-Man meme, they're all pointing at each other. But in here, Dan Campbell, when it comes to accountability, talks about how him and his coaching needs to do better. Jared Goff and the players, they say, what I need to do better. But the other Spider-Man, John Morton, disagrees with Dan Campbell said. Dan Campbell said that communication ain't good. He said it is good. And he says it's the player's fault. There is a culture in Detroit that's kind of being messed with right now. You look at Calvin Shepard, he's accountable. Dave Phipp accountable. Dan Campbell accountable. Jared Goff accountable. The offensive line players accountable for themselves. They're the first one to say anything. But then there's Johnny Moe. And he don't blame himself. He blames everybody else. And I gotta say, that is not the Lions' way. It is not. It's in the last video that I think Johnny Moe has got to go. And if this continues, and by the way, Dan Campbell, he spoke to the media. You got to see the press conference. In my opinion, what I took away, let me be Dan Campbell really quick. What I took away is that if this offense continues to struggle, I think play calls could be removed. And I talk about the last video I did, well, you know, the last video about Johnny Moe, and I said, this Commanders game is big. You got to get this right. But right now, he's not fitting in with the culture here. He doesn't hold himself accountable. He just says we're going to get it right. Watching his press conference is demoralizing. It is. You know, generally speaking, in press conferences, we're mad about we can't hear the audio sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Hearing him talk, I get mad hearing about the audio. There's nothing to it. It'll get better. Communication's good. We're good. No. It's not good. And no, it's not just the offensive line. The play calling as well. It's not good. I lived with Calvin Shepard. He holds himself accountable and the players. But himself first. Dan Campbell himself first. Players themselves first. Morton comes out, does this. That's what he does. I got to say, that's not Lions culture right now. It's not. I don't like his arrogance, his inability to look at himself and say he is the problem. Or there's problems. What can you do to fix the problems? The stubbornness is not working. The same plays is not working. Morton, stop doing screen after screen after screen after screen. I know the play is calling. The fans listening to this video knows what the play is going to be. Do you think the defensive coordinator and the opposing team then shall know? If we all know, do you think they know? Do you think they're going to be prepared for it? Of course they are. That's not helping. It's not helping your offensive line. You know you're getting blitzed. And Gibbs is on protection 16 times against a 20-mile-per-hour linebacker. Have you lost your mind? That's a problem. You blaming everybody else is a problem. We all have jobs. We hold ourselves to account. That is life. The Detroit Lions, coaches, and players are like that as well. Johnny Mo is right now, he's the outlier. Come on, man. You've inherited the greatest offense in the history of the Detroit Lions, and you turn it into mediocre. Average. We know there's problems on the offensive line. We know. Negate that. Quick slant, quick slant. Call plays around it. Get more protection. Have some chipping. Come on, man. Don't do the same call 5 times in a game. That is definitely not going to help out. Get St. Brown moving around. Force defenses to be nervous. And oh, by the way, I don't want to hear about we got to get Isaac Tesla going. Stop talking about it and do it. We invested multiple third-round picks. Get him on the field. That, you keep talking about Jameson Williams and getting these. Do it. Change play calling and stop blaming everybody but yourself. We all know the O-line is not doing well. Use your brain, switch it up to help out the offensive line that's struggling. Switch up your run plays. Do hard play action. Not screen after screen after screen. Throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage. No. Stop doing the same play. Pass on first, run on second, screen on third. We all know what's going to happen. The innovation there is non-existent. I truly do believe this, folks. I know this video is like a half-hearted kind of a joke, but after watching this press conference with Johnny Mo, it irritates me. Irritates me. You got to listen to yourself. Watch the coordinators, Dave Phipp, Calvin Shepard speak, and then watching Johnny Mo speak. There's a big difference right there. Huge difference. You know, this game here on Sunday is vital. If this offense, if we don't get Sonic and Knuckles going and we get ass to cheeks going, he's got to freaking remove from play calling. This team is too talented from an offensive, defensive standpoint. It is way too talented to be allowing this to go. It is ludicrous for this offense to not be performing at a high level. And I hear it's one or two things. That's the problem. Get it squared. That's on you. I never want to see two players in motion at the exact same time. How does that happen? That's not a machine. That's coaching. When you would watch the Lions offense last year, whether you like the play callers or not, it was a machine. Okay? It was a machine. Players knew exactly where it had to be. They knew the calls. They knew everything. It's not right now. Flag, looking inept, vanilla play calling, offensive line getting destroyed. Fix it. And Johnny Mo says, it's one or two players. They said making a move. Everything he says contradicts what Dan Campbell said. Dan Campbell said he'll look into it. He's considering it. He said the communication is not good. Johnny Mo says the opposite. What? There is a disconnect right there. Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are always on the same page. That's why we have continuity. Whether you like the moves they make or not, they're on the same page. Kelvin Shepard, Dan Campbell, everybody seems to be on the page right there. There is one guy that's not. Johnny Mo. This Sunday is huge for him. If you come out here, I want to see 30 plus, even maybe a 40 burger against this team. This defense and the Commanders are bad, and that is even before with all the injuries. If you come out here and put up 24 points, I'm done. I think we all have to we would all if we come out here and this offense looked like it did, moves got to be made, and immediately, because we're trying to win a Super Bowl. Because we don't need someone blaming everybody else. We don't need that. Players, coaches should be holding themselves to account. Not an outlier or somebody would not doing that. That's not cool. We understand the players need to do better. We all know that. Players know that. Campbell knows that. But they always point the finger at themselves, unlike you, Johnny Mo. Get it together.